Welcome back, everyone. Last time was a really long episode. A lot of stuff happened. We got a lot of new Pokemon. So this episode's gonna be pretty short. I'm actually just gonna kind of show you guys the Pokemon I got. Talk about which one I want to pick, and also we're gonna get a few new items because we now have this item finder. So the first one, actually, since we're right where we got the item finder last time. I remember this was where Snorlax was. So if we actually go in the bag and use this item finder. We can dig up leftovers, which is absolutely incredible because leftovers is truly just a great item. So before we look at a new Pokemon and check out the natures and stuff, let's get a few more items. Let's finish off the leftovers thing. Here we are in Celadon. And here's where the other Snorlax was, right? I want to say right here. And I'm kind of curious. If you go like 2 steps over, I wonder if it'll show you, because you can't normally pick it up. Yeah, so there's no response. If you move over 2 steps, there it goes. Alright, so there's a second leftovers. And then another one we missed because we didn't have that yet was actually, unfortunately, very far away. It's in Lavender Town, so let's go there. And we have to go all the way up to the top of this Pokemon Tower again. So I'll just speed that up. Dang it. And that's not even the right way. Alright. Sorry once again if there's any background noise in this. I try my best to cut it out. Whoa, a Haunter. Yeah, that'd have been a cool one to catch. Oh, and we can't escape. Oh my god. And it knows Nightshade. Oh well, although actually, well, Slash is our strongest move. We can't use that. Bullet Seed is probably our next strongest, but it's not effective. We can't use Cut. I want to say Haunter has Levitate, not Insomnia or something. So let's try Spore. Whoa. Okay. Alright, well, this Haunter actually did a lot of damage to Demeter there. Let's get the heck out of here. Alright, well, that was an unexpected turn of events. Anyway, here we are at top of the Pokemon Tower. And Mr. Fuji, he was standing right here, I think. So let's item finder there. We get the Soothe Bell, which increases Pokemon's happiness if they hold it. Alright, so that's the 3 items we can get now. There's a few more we can get later with that same method. Alright, now let's get out of here. I don't know. Yeah, so we can dig out of this sacred Pokemon Tower. I think I should dig underneath it to find items, but We can't even dig ourselves out of the gym in Fuchsia City. Doesn't make sense. I didn't think I'd have to do this, but let's heal up. Um, let's see. Alright, so other places there's items that we kind of ignored. Our cycling road, first of all, so let's go there. I guess I could have done this before, but that's alright. So yeah, we're just kind of making ourselves a little bit richer, a little bit stronger. Yeah, and then next time, and then we'll take a look at the Pokemon I caught. And next time, hopefully, I'll have solidified and trained up 6th member of this team. So let's see. I'm just gonna register the item finder at this point. Actually, like nothing there. Let's see. Whoa! I meant press P, not. Geez, I went far there. Here we go. There's finally one. Alright, there we go. Full restore. That's actually a really handy item. It's one you probably want to pick up, actually. Alright, I guess we'll have to come back for that one. Seems like it's way over on the other side of this thing, so... Yeah, let's do that now. Sorry, this might be kind of boring if you're not playing along with me, but I know there's at least a rare candy or something somewhere here, so I wanna make sure I get all these items because some of them are pretty handy. Oh, PP up too. I forgot there was one of those here. And oh, well, that would have sure been useful if I wasn't playing in Nuzlocke anyway. And that'll actually be helpful. I was just looking for the rare candy, really. I forgot there was all these other helpful items around here. Now I'll just head back up to this other side here. There's that rare candy. I think that might be all of them, but yeah, those are some really helpful items. I would suggest going here and getting those. Alright, so that's everything on Cycling Road. And then we have those underground paths. So, let's see, there was one near Celadon again. Let's do that one first. Oh, right away we've got something. Whoops, sorry. Oh, potion. Paralyzed heal. These were available to us quite a bit earlier in the game, so they're probably not going to be as good of items as the ones we just got on Cycling Road, but you never know. Yeah, so supposedly people drop things in the darkness in this path here. Huh. Awakening, I don't even know if this is worth it. I didn't remember what items were in here. Yeah, we're just getting like a potion and then all these things that basically could be a full heal. Yeah. Maybe the other underground path will be better, I don't remember. Yeah, the first time I played this game, I didn't even know about all these items. Antidote. Oh, this is so lame. Let me guess, this will be like an ice heal or whatever. That doesn't even exist, I don't even remember. Yeah. Well, that was extremely lame. Alright, well, there's one other underground path. A lot of you probably just skipped over this section anyway, but... it was by Vermilion. Maybe there just wasn't anything in this one. Yeah, it looks like there's actually, at least so far. Maybe that'll be like one item and it'll be like a rare candy or something. That'd be better. All those crappy ones. No, guess not. Alright, well that's fine. Makes it go faster anyway. And then last thing, there's a couple items in the Safari Zone actually that we couldn't get until we knew Surf. And I think that's pretty much all the ones we've missed. I mean, I think there are actually a couple we missed in the Silphco building, but I don't really know where those are. I looked for a while actually in the walkthrough, but it's alright. Yeah, we'll be fine without them. Alright, so this actually won't take long at all. Both the items are very close to the entrance. And yeah, we can't even make use of the Pokeballs or anything, because we can't even train against the wild Pokemon here, so this is like pointless. But, okay, I'm just curious, if I had theoretically gone with the fishing rod, would I have gotten a Dragonite? So, whoops, why do I keep doing that? Let's find out. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. I would have gotten some crappy Goldeen, so that's fine. No offense, Goldeen. And, alright. So there's a couple items out on this little island here, that's it, really. What? Dang it. Sorry, I'm not pressing the right buttons today, I don't know why. You guys are probably so tired of hearing that item finder noise, I kind of am too. Yeah, leaf stone there. Alright, let's get out of here. Actually, it's easy just to retire. Alright, now we'll head back to the Pokemon Center. And we will, oh god, now I'm gonna put the bike back on, hang on. And we'll, oh, actually I should sell some stuff at the Pokemon, then we'll go to the Pokemon Center. Yeah, there's all these like weird trees in the middle of the city. You'd think they'd do something about that, because people without cut actually couldn't walk around in here very easily at all. I don't really want to buy anything right now, but I can sell a lot of my stuff, so I'll sell. Actually, we're gonna use that repel later. Leaf stones I can sell. Protein I can sell. Revive I can sell, unfortunately. I could sell the. I guess I'll sell all these things too, just because they take up space in my bag, and I don't like it. What a waste. Oh no. And the nugget, at least that was a good find. Okay. Now let's finally take a look at the Pokemon that we got last time and decide which one is going to be the 6th member of our team. Alright, so I'm going to deposit Nidoking because that's actually an option too. Yeah, look how big this box is. I think before we started all this, or before we left for Fuchsia City, we were here. So we've doubled our Pokemon count since we set out for Fuchsia from Celadon. That's pretty cool, I guess. And yeah, I had a lucky streak here. Well, Slowpoke I knew I was going to get, but Staryu and Poliwag, let me just say, like, wow, that was really lucky. And then these two I knew I was going to get too. Pikachu was kind of unlucky, and of course Nidoking was a really lucky one. So we've got a lot of options here. Basically, I think right off the bat it's going to be, well basically, it could be, I wanted to use an electric type, but I think it makes a lot more sense to use a water type because it's so strong against the final 2 gyms. And also some of the Elite Four. So I'm just going to move all the ones that we could use. down to the bottom. And yeah, it's Nuzlocke still an option. Yeah, basically almost everything I caught could be a good option here. Um, Basically we just need something with a strong water move. Ideally it wouldn't be too frail, and ideally it would have some other move types. Like, for example, we could really make use of an ice type later. Most water types can learn ice moves though. And I don't know, we could still make use of an electric attack, with only ones who can learn that are Staryu and Nuzlocke. Yeah, it's interesting, Nuzlocke can actually learn all three types of those moves. It's just not a water type. It can still learn Surf too though. So basically, I think what it's going to come down to here, let's move Pikachu out of the way. Nuzlocke is still a good option. And well, actually, before we do that, let's actually look at the natures and stuff. So, Gentle, that's pretty much useless. It increases special defense, decreases defense. That doesn't decrease attack. I don't know, I like Nuzlocke. I played through this game with him a lot of times. He's definitely a good one to have. Slowpoke. Timid, ooh. Well, Slowpoke's already so slow, though. Like, look at that, speed 14. Like, anyone else can speed, I guess Tentacle and Magikarp, they're level 6 and 5. And they're not even, and Magikarp is like, and Slowpoke is like, something like, I don't know, like quadruple their level. Not more. Yeah, more than quadruple their level. And he still has the same speed as them, even with his timid nature, so I don't know. That's concerning for me actually. And look at that. Even the defense stats. Staryu even defeats it in defense stats. So I don't know if this is because it gets a lot stronger when it evolves or what. But I guess it has good HP. Um, that's about it though. Let's be honest. Even Staryu's attack is higher. Oh, Staryu knows natural cure. That's the ideal ability for it. Oh, but Poliwag Water Absorb. That's also the ideal ability for it. Wow. So strong options in Staryu and Poliwag for sure. Oh, they're both. Oh wait, Staryu's docile. Okay, docile is fine too because that doesn't decrease anything. Wait, but we don't want a timid Poliwag. Dang it. We wanted, because Poliwag is mostly a physical attack when it evolves. I mean, yeah, we really didn't want timid. Oh, no way. Impish is like the best nature for a tentacle. Wait, no, it's not. What am I saying? Impish is horrible. Impish increases defense, decreases special attack. We wanted to decrease attack. Got excited there, but now look at that. That's a terrible defense and special attack. We can catch another tentacle really easily though, if we want to. So that's an option. Then careful. Increases special defense, decreases special attack. I'm fine with that. I guess my main thing with either Magikarp or Poliwag is that water is a special type. So, I mean, as much as I like both of those options, I don't really see myself using water type moves with them, or ice types for that matter, or electric types, because they're all special type moves, and those are the types I really feel like I need right now. So, for that reason, I think I'm going to eliminate Poliwag and Magikarp, even though I really like both those options. So now we've got Nuzlocke, Slowpoke, Staryu, and Tentacle. And I don't know, like some absolutely horrible part of me kind of like secretly wants one of these Pokemon to die, just because they've been here. Pretty much all of these actually have been here since about the time of the second gym. You know, Hercules and Spirit, and the rest in shape and form. So really this team has become really solidified in the roles that each Pokemon plays. And losing any one of these guys would just completely shake out the team, you know, like, Taiche here is my go-to guy for any poison type and most of the fighting types. So, I don't know what we'd do against poison types if we lost Taiche. And, you know, Demeter is kind of my failsafe. If everything else goes wrong, I can just put my opponent to sleep. You know, stuff like that. And then Hera's perfect against grass and bug types. They can't do anything to her. And then, you know, Hercules for the normal types. It's just everything kind of fits right now. We're just missing some gaps. So like adding a Pokemon is not really going to shake up the core team. It's just going to make it a little bit stronger and give us some more options. But this whole game, the core team hasn't really been shaken. So I don't know. Some like terrible part of me wants that to happen, but we'll see. So basically now I got to pick between these four. I think. Hang on. Okay, so Slowpoke can actually learn Flamethrower, which is ridiculous, but it can't learn Electric type attacks. Nidoking, as far as I remember, can learn all three. I didn't check on that. I know Staryu can learn all three, and it can learn Psychic type attacks too. And I'm pretty sure Tentacle can only learn the Water and Ice types. The good thing about Tentacle is that defensively, especially special defense, it's just really sturdy. It's got good typing. Slowpoke too to some extent, although it has a lot more weaknesses, and you know it's Tentacle's so much faster. It can, you know what they say, the best defense is a good offense, and Tentacle definitely has a better offense than Slowpoke. So I guess for now Slowpoke's out. If we needed like a defensive Psychic type, because I lost some of my other Pokemon, we could consider him. Or if we needed another Fire type, I guess, because I don't think any of these other guys can really learn Fire moves. So now it just comes down to what I want, really. Because Nidoking, we got typing overlap on both of his types. But he is at a higher level than the others. It'd be easier to train. Uh, I don't know, but I don't like the type overlap. I really want something that has a stab water type moves because I feel like that'll just balance out the team better, and we just won't have as many of the shared weaknesses, so it'll give me more options in a pickle. And as much as I like Nidoking, these are two options I actually haven't played through the game with yet, even though they're both so pretty much so common, and so strong. So I want to try playing through with one of these two. So it comes down to Tentacle or Staryu. I'd probably get a different Tentacle from another route before I use this one, but yeah. Regardless, gotta decide between these two. Um, I guess what it comes down to, Tentacle has better defense. They're both fast, but Staryu has better offense, both in the types of moves it can learn, and in, I think it's offensive attacking stats. So, I mean, let's see. My team right now, we've got this guy is defensive, Demeter's defensive. Well, they've all got pretty solid defense, actually, besides Taichi, and I guess Hercules isn't the strongest in defense. Um, they've all got pretty strong attack, too, though, that's the thing. And I guess, well, the other thing, so Demeter's a special attacker, but she can be both, really, because she has higher physical attack, even though she doesn't learn any strong physical moves. Hera is definitely both, a physical here, a special here, and a physical here. So, yeah, we want another special attacker, it seems. Just out of curiosity, let's see. Yeah, attack definitely higher, special attack higher. Yeah, so we want another physical attacker for sure. Or, sorry, special attacker for sure. And both of these are that, so that's good. At least that'll fit with everything else. Um, yeah, ultimately, I really want to go with Staryu. Staryu is just too dang strong. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, it's kind of a glass cannon, kind of like a Taichi here. It really is, but we'll just have to live with that. So now, kind of an initiation here. Let's give Staryu a nickname. We'll have to call it It. So I guess gender blind, we can pick any nickname we really want. Oh, I just blew a rock tunnel. Alright, let's fly to the right place. Oh, this is Mr. Fuji's house. Forgot the name already, doesn't even have a thing at his house. Alright, I mean, the obvious go-to nickname here is Poseidon. Um, but I don't really think that Poseidon looks like a sea star. The other thing we could do, I guess, is must be ridiculous, but Zeus, just so that Hera finally has like a partner, and Zeus, we don't really have a leader of the team, really, you know. I guess it would still be Hera, but I don't know. Um, but actually, we're going to go with something else because I think this really fits it, and that's Athena. Athena was like the goddess of wisdom. And Staryu is definitely supposed to be a wise Pokemon. So now the other thing. Alright, so now actually what we're gonna do is fly back to Celadon here. Because I want to teach Staryu some good attacks. And unfortunately, the only way to do that is with the Game Corner. Ice Beam and Thunderbolt are Game Corner prizes. So yeah, pretty much we're gonna waste a whole lot of our money here. And we're not gonna do the slots because I feel like it's just too much of a gamble to be literal about it. This is just so expensive though, oh my god. Oh, it's killing me. Wow. It's going down here. Alright, let's see if that'll be enough for one of them at least. I don't think there's enough for both. Oh wait, this was the Pokemon one. Alright, so the TM13 is Ice Beam. 23 is Iron Tail. I don't like Iron Tail that much. 24 Thunderbolt. 30 Shadow Ball, which is a strong one, but Shadow Ball we could actually maybe make use of against or with someone, but the ones we're really interested in are and then 35 is Flamethrower, but the ones we want 13 and 24. I mean the other options are like Blizzard and Thunder, but ultimately even with a Pokemon as frail as Starmie, I'd rather be two-shotting for sure than having a chance at one-shotting and a chance at three-shotting. So, yeah, we're just gonna go with Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. I appreciate the reliability of that. Alright, now back to do it all over again. This is gonna just kill my wallet. But it'll be worth it. I'm gonna be so angry if my Staryu gets killed because I've just invested countless money in this thing. Like, oh my god, I had so much money, but it's all going down the drain. Jeez, this is just killing me. It'll be worth it as long as I don't have my Staryu die in an untimely and fast manner. So we're gonna protect this thing like crazy, even more than Taichi, because honestly, Starmie can kind of replace Taichi. It's quite psychic, but nothing can really replace Taichi. Alright, well, that was devastating, but here we go again. So TM24 Thunderbolt. Let's Yeah, we did Ice Beam last time for sure. That would be sad if I got 2 Thunderbolts. Okay. I don't know if we have to evolve Staryu first before we can teach it these things. We'll find out. Alright, I'm investing so much in you, Athena, so please don't let me down, but no pressure. Those are like the most expensive TMs in the game, no doubt. And we're gonna teach it Psychic too. I think we have to level it up. Oh, I guess not. So this is 3 TMs. 2 are technically replaceable, but for all practical purposes, these aren't getting replaced. So, Athena, we're just gonna protect you like crazy. Because we can't lose someone we've invested this much in. And lastly, we'll teach it Surf. Because we gotta be able to get around in this game. Yeah, I wonder what we're gonna forget here, right? Rapid spin, without a doubt, is what we're forgetting. Although it is kind of useful, all in all. Just not strong enough for my tastes. Alright, so that's that. And then the last thing we've got to do is evolve it. So, it's fortunate we're in Celadon City, because that's where we get the Water Stone from the Celadon department store. So here we go, spending more money on this Pokemon. It had better pay off, I swear. I know Starmie is a great Pokemon, but in a Nuzlocke, it's so nerve-wracking investing any amount of anything on anything. So, investing that much money in items and TMs on something that I'm not even guaranteed to have around for a while. I don't know. Oops. Alright, well, that's that. I actually haven't gotten an encounter yet for Celadon, and I also haven't gotten one for Vermilion. Um, yeah, but I don't know. We'll get to that later. I'm not gonna get any now. I have a good team and I have some good backups, so just kind of depends on if I lose anything and what I lose, what I'm gonna want to catch there. Here we go. Athena's evolving. I haven't seen her in battle yet, even, but alright. Alright, awesome. And we can sell it Stardust, actually. That's Athena. Oh, yeah, so we spent like over 100,000 yen on her, I think, and here's 1,000 she gives back. So, alright, fair enough. So, yeah, that was kind of a rebuilding section, getting our team together, finding some items. I guess I should also mention, now that we have Surf, if you caught a chance here in the Safari Zone, and I think other than that, the only one that can learn it is maybe Mew. I don't even know about that, though. We can surf over this water here, talk to that guy, and he is the move tutor for Soft Boiled. If I get an encounter right now, I'm going to be kind of disappointed. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, no Pokemon really besides Chansey, and like I said, maybe Mew can learn Soft Boiled, so yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. I think I'm actually going to end this section about right here this time. We'll be back in Fuchsia for next time, but I'm going to do some training with Athena before we continue on. So, next time I'll have Athena trained up, and then we'll continue with the game then. So, I'll see you guys then, and thanks for watching the second section where we kind of didn't really do much for the storyline.